Hey guys, how's it going? Fluffyman here with the Pizza Department. Today we're going to cover how to play Lethal Company. So you've seen some YouTube videos and you finally decided to pick up for yourself, but you have no idea what you're doing, so we're going to cover that. So let's start off. The first thing, you're getting logged in and you're on your ship and you're trying to figure out what to do. So the first thing you notice is the profit quota on the terminal here. So what you're going to want to do is look at that. It's going to say $130. This is your very first quota that you need to meet. So what that means is you need to obtain that in loot. So I'm going to show you how to obtain that in loot. The first thing we're going to want to do, start over here at the console to learn a little bit about it and explain what it does. So what you'll want to do is type in help. It's going to bring up a list of options for you, and each one's going to do a little bit of something different. The first option here is going to be moons. From here, we're going to select the planet where we can get this loot. Experimentation is probably the absolute best new player map to start out with. It's easy to navigate, find your way, so we're going to go ahead and go there. What you'll do, you'll type experimentation, then type confirm, and it'll start the course there. Now we need some gear, so we're going to go to the store, and we're going to look through here. Here's our options. Our money is going to be in the top left. So we're just going to pick up a flashlight to show how that works. So you can type in confirm after typing in flashlight. You can also type in a number before or after to order a certain amount. Next is the bestiary. Here you can view different types of monsters you're going to run into. And by typing that in, you're going to pull up a brief description, a little bit about it. And sometimes this will link some lore and best practices when dealing with these monsters. Next, we've got the ship storage. So in the ship storage, you're going to be able to see what you've bought that's in there. You can press B on objects in the ship and X to store it. And the last is other. It's going to give you a few different commands. View monitor will allow you to pull the camera up on this console so you can watch players and quickly type in doors. It does make it a little bit more difficult to use the walkie-talkie. Then you've got things like transmit. You can buy a transmitter to transmit a message to your friends, but a little bit later down the road on that one. So let's go ahead and get started. So something important to note, the outside of the map is always going to generate the same, so you'll be able to memorize your path to get into a building. Some things that'll be different are like beehive spawns and monster spawns outside, and inside the building itself it's going to be randomly generated, so it's always going to look different. So for this map, right clicking, doing a quick scan, we see the main entrance is right here. It's always going to be right there, so this one's pretty easy to find. If you're having trouble finding the entrance, just go to the top ship, look around, and sometimes that can help unless it's foggy. So before going in, I like to come to the terminal and scan. It's going to show that we have 10 objects outside this ship and the value of 521. So that's about what we can find inside the building. Also, whenever you order something, it's going to come down in a little pod like this. You'll always be able to find it because of the music it makes. Run up to it, press E. You'll find your equipment and you will be set to make your way inside. Now, here's the one-off. Usually, whatever that is doesn't spawn there and there's a ladder. I'm not sure what happened there, so we'll just go right and take a different ladder. So now that you've found the entrance and you're making your way inside, your objective is going to be looking for loot. You've got a total of 4 item spaces in your inventory. My flashlight currently takes up 1. It'll help us see in the dark a little bit better. So while inside, you're going to go through little corridors, through little rooms to look for items. Something to remember, you can carry one big item and your inventory can be full of smaller items. So like here we found an engine block. I have to keep that in my hands if I want to carry it. However, you see I found a present and a key. I can pick those 2 up first and then I can go back and grab my engine and carry that. So something to note with presents, wait till the end of the match, bring it to your ship before opening, because it can spawn pretty much anything and you don't want to end up with 2 V engines and have to go back for one of them. So while playing, you're going to encounter locked doors. These are very easy. All you need is a key to open them, and you just left click with your key and it'll open the door. It is worth noting that sometimes these doors don't lead anywhere and you wasted a key, but that's how keys work. So in this game, there is combat. Although very limited, it still exists. So in order to hit things, you'll left click with your mouse and it'll smack it with either a hammer that you bought or a stop sign you found. You'll have situations where you need to gauge whether to attack or not. So this prior situation, I decided to leave that monster be, whereas in this situation, this is a snare flea. It jumped on my friend's head. I'm going to kill this because he's just going to go hide and try and jump back on one of our heads later on. We do not want that. It'll kill us. And then there'll be other situations where you'll just have to gauge if the mob's going to be neutral or aggressive. I would not recommend trying to hit a bracken with a shovel. That'll be very bad, and you'll learn that real quick. So now that you've got your loot, you've made it outside, you're going to be returning to your ship with it. So once you've made it back to your ship, what you'll want to go ahead and do, you'll want to place your items on the ground. You're going to get a little message on the right showing what you brought back. So here we dropped our engine. We're going to open our present, see what we got here. Oh, yep, if we had opened that inside, we'd have been making 2 trips for that. Now I've got that placed. We're going to start our ship and leave. So once you have left, your deadline's going to go down a day, so we'll be moving to 2 days. You'll have 2 more attempts to get all the loot. Make sure that everybody lives when you do leave a planet, so the loot stays with you. If you die, all this that I've gotten will disappear. Even though it wasn't much. This is a little bit more difficult on single player than multiplayer. But overall, we're halfway there with these 2 items. So once you're ready to return to the moon, you're going to go over to the terminal here, and you're just going to type in the company, and it will take you there. However, I do want to show you one thing. So if you do return early, you're going to get this message, buying at 53% or different percentages if you're trying to turn early. So it's always best to wait to the last day to turn in. Once you do that, you've selected your course. Come over here to the start game button, and it is going to go ahead and take us there. It's going to generate the map. It'll always be the same here. And then once you've arrived, you're going to take your loot up to the window here. And it can only hold so much stuff, so once you fill it up, just ring the door, ring the bell, and the mob will come take it and give you your paycheck for all your items. Here's a quick clip of my friend doing it the noisy way, and here is the right way.
Did you guys just kill him?
Once you meet quota, the game will raise the amount you need to make for the next 3 runs, or if you failed quota, you will go back to day 1.
Yeah, I took the body.
Hope this video helped you guys get started. If so, please give it a like and subscribe. If not, that's okay. We'll see you in the next one.